What's up, friend, and welcome back to another Secret or Trick Haven standard video. Often I get asked the question, what deck do I use to climb the MTG Arena ladder? And today I figured let's answer that question. I've been enjoying Esper Pixie a lot lately. It's kind of like my go-to deck list if I want to climb the ranks. Currently have a 10-2 record with it, which isn't a huge sample size, but that is just with this version that we're having a look at, because there's a lot of like ways to change your deck list and adapt to the current meta. So this is what's been working out for me at the moment, because this deck is so unbelievably good against any creature-heavy deck. So think about, the Mardu discard deck list, think about the Momo deck, think about like the Prowess deck list, like anything that has a lot of like small creatures, you're great against, like Badgermal Cub, and I think I see that a lot. But also this deck list can actually be really great against control as well, because you can have these really explosive starts for something like Stormchaser's Talent, and then maybe fire it off with a Kaito, and you can also just like win the game before your opponent gets to chain a bunch of Jeskai Revelations. So this deck is so good against creatures because it's all about picking up and replaying permanents. So something like Nowhere to Run, 2-mana enchantment with flash. When this enchantment enters, target creature and opponent control gets -3/-3 until the end of turn. And once you play it and remove something, you could use cards like Nurturing Pixie and Sunpearl Kirin to pick up that permanent and then eventually replay it, as both of those cards have that ETB effect. There's also 3 copies of Aang Swift Savior in here, which is also another card that is so clutch against the control decks. 3-mana 2/3, when Aang enters, airbend up to 1 other target creature or spell. So that allows you to hold off your opponent's like board wipes or something, or hold off their Revelations for a turn. So really good tempo like plays that you can get out of Aang, and then you could always pick Aang up again with the Kirins or the Pixies, and like keep that going a little bit. Now, more removal can be found in 2 copies of Grim Bauble. This is an artifact. When it enters, target creature and opponent control gets -2/-2. There's even a Tiny Bones Joins Up in here, which is so spicy against the control decks, as when this enchantment enters, any number of target players each discard a card. So if you have that as your like bounce permanent, you can really just like delete your opponent's hand as well while you're at it. Now, for more bounce synergy, 4 copies Boomerang Basics. Pick up the Stormchaser Talent, replay it, very valuable, or like your Pixies or your Kirins, so you give yourself like another bounce in the future, or of course like Nowhere to Runs. There's a Momentum Breaker in here too, which is super flexible. When it enters, each opponent sacrifices a creature or vehicle of their choice, and each opponent who can't discards a card. So Tiny Bones Joins Up and Momentum Breaker make really good permanents to pick up and replay against control. Kaito speaks for itself, just a fantastic planeswalker, and ninjutsu is another way for you to pick up a card and use it on a later turn. There's a spicy emptiness in here too. If White was spent to cast it, return target creature card mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Actually get a really cool synergy there where you could bring back like a Pixie or Sunpearl Kirin, and with this evoke trigger on the stack, you can just pick up the emptiness again to use it again on a later turn. There's a single one Shitong, which is great against the landfall decks. There's another one in the sideboard. There's counter magic in the side. We got Clarion Conquerors in the side as well against a bunch of mana dorks. And it just feels like a perfect anti-meta deck. And I think it's so well positioned. So let's dive into the gameplay. You can check it out for yourself. And if you're looking for a deck list that is off meta and is very well positioned against the meta, give Esper Pixie a try. Let's dive into the gameplay, and I'll see you guys in the next video. The dark side. Perspective, I guess. These are so crazy. Maybe let's go Pixie, pick up and replay Stormchaser, and mana turn 3. Well, green landfall doesn't really operate on 10 mana on turn 3, right? Like the Badgermal decks, yes, the Badgermal, like Gearhulk or whatever. But green landfall is just like getting good value, honest value. I could do Boomerang Basics replay. I get a lot of Prowess triggers out of that. I'm not sure if I can get board wiped here though. I have no idea. I feel like I just gotta go for pressure. Gotta hope for the best. Hoping a board wipe isn't happening. We'll see. Just need one more turn. I know Harmonizer, I still sure have jump roped on my corpse enough for it to not feel honest. But I suppose it's not a Roboroid. Nah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. And hold on here. The RC winning deck list, which is what like RC's was won by... what is this? Black right now? The RC was won by Momo, and there was also 4-color control mirror, right? Somewhere. I believe. It wasn't the 4-color control mirror in like Prague like, I don't know, like 100 hours. Didn't that match take forever or some shit? I believe I read something about that. It's like 90 minutes or something. Shit, dude. I get it though. My first game was cinema. Alright, assuming it's just control. Four-color control or something. What else do we wanted here? Burb. Guess emptiness is okay for buying back our cards. Well, I don't know if Annul is gonna get any value. Interested in like emptiness because it could buy back like a Pixie or a Kirin or like whatever, you know. I like the mana. Don't really have any pressure here though. Like it's not like we're popping off with some Storm Chaser talents. So it's kind of just like good mana, like a little bit of utility with a Detect Intrusion or whatever, versus you having a crazy pop off with like Storm Chasers or like Tiny Bones or whatever. I think it's probably a keep, but it's awkward. Neo, Tinker to 50. Or we just top deck Storm Chasers talent like absolute goats. Alright, I'll take it. W? That's fair. Storm Chaser. The faint, crappy linear landfall because some people with Kenyan. But like, what even is that card? What the hell even is that? I wonder if you grab Kirin here for another to deny to replay. Grab Counterspell, interesting. Grab Counter. Okay. Whenever land control enters, creatures get +1/+1. I literally have never seen a thing in my life. Incredible work. I guess we just vibe here. Probably gonna get board wiped, right? But anything to be done with emptiness? Not really. Yeah, we just may as well go in with the damage. Yeah, it's gotta be like a board wipe here for sure. There's no way there's not, right? Because we're lucky, but still worth like dealing a good amount of damage though. Right. That makes sense. Maybe a little bit of Kaito action up in here. Not sure if there's an answer for Kaito, but I think it's okay to try. Try to get that set up. Tester for life gain. Alright. What do we have in here? Kieran. I'm gonna charge towards the professor there. I can go white, white, buy back Kieran. Could pick up and replay Storm Chaser, I guess. Pick up a replay Cryo Relic. I guess we'll just do Storm Chaser for more pressure. Yeah. Sacrifice artifact, put a stun counter up to one target creature. Right. Wait. Fucker, lose life. Have you seen Slater live? Nah, but I got tickets. Yeah, I got tickets. I actually remember, like... I remember that when I was playing at the Mythic Championship, or like, what is it? Was it a Mythic Championship? There was a, Slater concert there, but that was in like 2018, and I'm like, oh shit, I should go to that. But it was like somewhere in like the back rooms in like LA or something. And I was all alone, so I was like, I don't know if I should be doing that, but you know, I was considering that. I was like, should I? Actually wondering if, but I don't want to unlock my opponent here. It's a bit feels awkward to fire that off towards the professor, but it does deal with it. However, I do have a road as a backup plan just in case. So we could give this a shot, I guess. I'm assuming Kieran is dead, but like I said, we have the backup plan of a road. Okay. Yeah, the back rooms of LA. Like, you gotta like... But yeah, this is 2018. I was like, shit, should I? But yeah. I think I'm probably just gonna hold on to Burp here. Just get more power going. You missed out on tickets? No. Until like all venues look shady. No, it's true. It's true. I was like, dude, it's also a bit younger and stuff. 2018, man. Almost like 10 years ago or whatever. I was like, I'm not sure. Crazy how long that's been. I get qualified for that like my first year playing Magic or something. Okay. I guess so, sadly. No, I know, right? Like, what the fuck? Is Burb dead? Dead Burb? Dead Burb. Dead Burb. What do I do? Like, I could go do that. This is guess so. We playing Esper, looks like. Yeah, we're playing Esper Pixie right now. We're against control, so sadly I just lost my Kaito. Kinda sucks, just kinda going all in on Kaito. But yeah, I'm currently like 8-2 with this deck list. So I got a great record. But yeah. Got a good record. Me Boomerang, right? Are you gonna exile here? deny me that value. Or is it detect intrusion? Sure. Counterspell hit, that's fine. Probably more board wipes on the way, I guess. No, it's detect intrusions that are being hit. Sussy. Sussy. What does it mean, you know? Probably should have done that better with auto tapper, but it's okay. I think I'm just gonna like get board wiped anyway again, or something bad happens again. You know? Draw X cards, deal X damage. Cannot make that fizzle anyway. So, I guess so. Super flooded, man. This game is like actually falling apart because of the flood right now. Yikes. We're just gonna hold on to the boomerang here in case one of these otters lives. I could maybe like do some like prowess shenanigans. It backfired though. Okay. Five mana. Alright. Yeah, removal dot deck. I gotta find like a Kaito or something, you know, like that's the type of shit that I gotta get into. I'm worried about like sorcery speed interaction, but simultaneously like I feel like I gotta get this tiny bones value, right? So can't really fuck around too much here. I don't think the opponent really cares. I mean, look how flooded I am too. Shit. I mean, I've drawn a lot of cards too, though, simultaneously, so it's not like too crazy, but one of the 3 other Kaitos in a deck would be nice to find. Or one of the Aangs, like, these are not the draws, or the Cryo Relics. But yeah, it's probably game over, I think. It's probably game. At least we got a game 3 as well, but this is also just such a weird matchup for us. Yeah, just too much flood, too much life gain there. I'm supposed to be a null gamer. I don't really know what I would like to cut to make room for a null, though, but I do think it makes sense if they're getting the colors from, like, artifacts, you know? They're just out there, I feel. I like the spell peers. I like the annul. I mean, the fact that we cannot cast a single creature is just not good, though. British food control decks, no spies. It's true, it's true. It's bland. But I do think a lot of decks, like, suffer under that, though. Prowess is also bland as shit. Like, it's not unique to control. And obviously that's all subjective. It just comes down to taste, so don't be offended. Please. Yeah, I think maybe I just go for greed and bottom a land. Exactly. Duress? Hex? What is this? Many answer or die creatures in standard, no time to do anything cool in control. No, that's 100% true, of course. Like, the control decks are... There's a lot of, like, cool ways to, like, make shit happen in control and standard. It's just like, yeah, try to do something in standard that's cool. You know, good luck with that one. RC Revenant. Dude, I gotta find a way to get these Kaitos going, you know? I gotta unlock my hand. This is such a weird spot to find ourselves in, don't you think? RC Revenant. I mean, the only thing I can do about that is stunning it with Kaito. Starting Town beef doesn't end. Not true, actually. I'll probably just ninjutsu to Kirin. Okay. We gotta be a little careful here. Land is good. Go Storm Chaser's Talents. I'm gonna like grow Kaito here. That's hidden for 6. We could go Boomerang, picked it up. I think I'm better off just holding on to Kirin for now, though. How's it going? It's going. We're playing a little bit of Esper Pixie here, Libby. A little bit of Esper Pixie. Currently 8-2 with this deck, but that was also from like the last time I like did a little session with this, so hopefully we can keep it up. Yeah, there's just a bunch of decks trying to win on like turn 3, and then you have these control decks that are have to be sauceless to try and stop them. So I don't blame it, you know? Finishing the cube. Ooh. I don't know yet, actually. I wonder if it's just like Reef activation. Just gotta find a way to win through it. So we're gonna go Tiny here. I guess I could play Storm Chaser, hold on to the Spell Pierce like my life depends on it. You know how it is. Eugene? Wow. Okay, so now we have 7 damage outside of Kaito. That is pretty important. Definitely gonna stun the Carsey just in case like something happens to this Kaito right now. Even though I think we're fine, but I think a good worst case scenario is Reef gets animated and Hex gets used, but I should be able to survive that, so. Okay. Because if it was Reef plus Hex, then like Pure saves us. We just had to set that up. All right. Looks like shit. Not really anything important happening there. This looks a little bit more like how a Pixie deck would play out, at least, so that gets us somewhere. We will keep. We will discard that, I think. Okay. What the fuck is going on right now? Lecturing Scorn Mage. We're playing against Rep RT. I think this is a Silver Quill player. Wow, that's crazy based. I love that. Wow. Don't want to give them any 1/1s. Like, we have to remove it now, or at least they always get the trigger. Even if we remove in response. I would love a land here. Come on. Okay. So yeah. Not it. Shit, dude. Shit. No lands, no bitches? I really gotta step it up. Okay, we could go Nowhere to Run, Inkrite, Pixie, pick up Nowhere to Run. And there we go. Okay. Gotta stay locked in. This should technically be a great matchup, but I don't want to say that and jinx the hell out of myself, you know? Because we are super good at hopefully controlling creature decks. That's the idea. What now, opponent? What now? Silver Quill Charm. That's fair. Okay. I am glad to announce we can remove everything. We did it, everybody. We're a real Pixie deck now. Perfect. Alright. I don't think they got anything with haste. It could burn us out a little bit with like Silver Quill Charms, but we should be in a really nice position here. Yeah, Hope Singer. Pick up and replay Momentum Breaker. This is the Pixie experience that we sign ourselves up for. Like, when I'm playing Esper Pixie, I want to annihilate anything that plays creatures. Even if it's a cute Rep RT deck, I don't care, I'm sorry. Like, we have to stay focused. Like, this is the tea. Will Blade. This is where it's at. Nothing personal, kid. Yeah, no, it's true. It's nothing personal. It's just, need Hopeless Nightmare back for good vibes. Yeah, a card called Hopeless Nightmare infused with many good vibes, you know? Eroding their own creature. They know what time it is. They know it's a little cooked, I think. Could have also held it for one of my own creatures and you would have bought yourself a turn, but, you know. It would have been 6 damage laying here, they're at 5, but maybe they top deck removal and they just know better? Killian's confidence. Yeah, they're just playing that like stock repartee deck from the challenge. That's so sick. W opponent. Any way to win like right now? No, I don't think so. Just gotta hold on here. Okay, they did actually rip the Silverpool Charm. Good game, opponent. Sorry that you found a shit matchup, but I will try to beat you. I'm sorry that happened to you, but I gotta lock in, man. Gotta make up for the shenanigans with the sussy tree. Yeah, so sorry. Now you die. Kaito's probably a little ambitious, isn't it? Ambitious, isn't it? I think so. Quite a good game between games. Well, that was just like, you know, that was a good game. It was at the end of one match, so like if you felt like that was a good game or whatever, you good game. I don't know, they said it, so I said it back politely. I didn't mean... that's not BMing, I hope, but... Let's try it. Ooh, this is interesting. I like the bauble. We find a land, we're basically winning this, so I think it's worth the gamble, especially on the draw. 23 lands, we have a good shot. Let's go, gamers! I mean, I kind of wish this was a, you know, Orthoff duel instead, but it's alright, it's alright. Risk it for the biscuit. No, it's true. We have to get rid of Jean. I did find a land though, so we are set. Sorry, Jean. I feel my yearly urge to replay Bayonetta again. Okay, beautiful top decks. My god, couldn't have worked out any better. W Pixie. We stole our last opponent's like top deck power. We gave them a win, but we stole their power in return, so love that for us. Gotta be no to run. Milk, what the fuck? Wow. That's crazy. You like this Lesnia aggro deck with package without the Roboroid or the package with Prax Defense and Gearhulk? Yo, Libby asking the right questions. That's kind of crazy. In the Navy. Dang! Debo, yeah. What is this, like a protection spell and they know it doesn't work, but they're thinking about getting a 1/1 or something? Didn't go for it ultimately. Nah, that Loki makes a lot of sense, Milk. It makes sense, not gonna lie. I go Pixie, pick up nowhere to run. The cube run, I haven't finished it yet. It's still like open with that Sultai mid-range deck. Opponent's like freaking out, aggressively hovering over the lands. It's okay, buddy. You just found yourself in a bad matchup, but you will be fine. And play Pixie, pick a bubble. Alright. Hold on to this. Opponent! Go ahead and play out a creature. Do what you want, do what you want. Tragic trajectory. Alright. Man, they're like just constantly hovering over their lands. Hope you're okay though, man. Just play Momentum Breaker, force them to discard something. Why not? We can just play Kirin and pick it back up. We have enough interaction right now. Yeah, like Pixie will shit on anything that dares to like play a lot of creatures, so Hexproof and Indestructible. Hexproof isn't gonna work. Indestructible isn't really gonna work either. Pixie crash out. I think maybe they're just on mobile. That's the vibe I'm getting. It's giving mobile gamer. I could go Cosmic Grand into Momentum Breaker here. Make some 1/1s. Probably alright. Yeah, exclamation point song gets you there, but this is, I'll put the link in the chat for you. There you go, this is a song. That was Quillblade. You got it. Your game opponent. They set it out, but yeah, it was, they were kind of doomed. That was just like the Pixie treatment, you know? This looks like a really nice hand. We love to see it. Pixie thriving. And like having Storm Chaser at least allows us to be a little like proactive too, you know? That's always nice. Mr. Pollinator? Gene? Right, I'm gonna have to kill you, Gene. Wondering if I just pick a bauble here. Probably. They're playing green ramp. We're gonna have a lot more creatures to deal with. Yeah, nah. It's looking like crazy commander coded. I fear. Alright, bauble. Again. Boomerang basics. Again, because I need to unlock my hand somehow. I need a land. That's in a road. I mean, I could hit my own thing, I guess, but... Surak. Right. I wonder if Surak is worth hitting with a road. I feel a bit weird about it, though. Like, obviously Surak is very, very, very good against us, so it may honestly just be worth it. I'm just wondering at what speed do we do it. I could push in some damage, but it may be better to do it on their turn. Yeah. Okay, we'll just do that instead. I don't see a reason as to why we should do it now. Leatherhead. Alright, there goes Turek at least. Leatherhead would be an absolute nobody if we could just find nowhere to run. Would love to get in that spot. Leatherhead, you're nothing. You're nothing. I dream. Okay. Storm Chaser's talent. Shock that in. Go in with Kieran. Yeah, I fuck with Leatherhead. I think the card's so cool. I'm a Leatherhead enjoyer. Worried about like double practice offense or some shit. Oh, brother. Big turn ahead. Possibly. Still have a lot of mana open. Yup. That's really bad. Really bad. That's not good. Okay, they're hitting me for 12. Jesus Christ. Okay, so do I just have to find a way to win on the way back? Alright. I guess I am. And do I have the power? I don't know. Fair. Alright, chat. Bobble, pick it up, replay it. Get rid of a blocker. Is that just the math line up there? Trying to figure that out. Doesn't, right? Not 12. GG. When nowhere to run, where we needed him most, it vanished. Needed to fire off like a cryo relic or another one drop, sadly. Nope. There should be some easy wins. Pixie's tired. Pixie's tired. We got no time for that. We got no time for that. I'm so serious. We can't be tired. We got a game to win. I mean, nowhere to run is here at least. Like, that's a keep then. That is a keep at least. I think we should get in some DJ bubbles, man. Just to get the vibes going a little bit. This is serotonin playlist. Where's the Europop bubble playlist? Give me another. Okay. Alright, a little bit of DJ bubbles. For good vibes. Wish I could just slam Conqueror here. That would have been so much fucking better, but... Pixie's in its, rebellious teen phase right now. The entire letter is control for me today. I'm tired, Grandpa. Oh, hell no. I'm sorry about that. Please give me a land. Dear God. Please give me a land, bro. Thank God. I'm saved. Dead, dead, dead. You have a single abandoned air temple to save you. Yay! Woo! Scotch Tinker to 39. Where's the hoodie from? I actually don't know. Back to 1 mana. Where they belong. Before a road. Nah, we fucked him up. Yeah, Mardu loves me. You're right, Scotch, you're right. We could always go to Mardu. Did not mean to do that. Look at this. Look at this card. What? The whole, like, fucking galaxy is visible within it. Wow. We grabbed the universe. It's like the bug or whatever. The back rooms. This one's gold. I don't know why they do that. It's a feature, not a bug, you guys. Don't worry about it. The Jund Dragon X, one of your faves. I did love the Jund Dragons. I did. No removal. Not a keep. I'm sorry, man. 1 piece of removal. Jesus. But a Conqueror, I may have to gamble on this. Yikes. I hope it goes well. Alright. The Gamba's on. Save me one more time, universe. I beg. Bent Burbs? Yeah, Bent Burbs, maybe? I don't know. Save me. Save me, save me. Leak. Oh my god. I'm so grateful. Not completely cooked. Wait, this feels like... I don't know what it is, to be honest. Royal treatment. You lie, Libby, you lie. Okay, let's attack here. Okay, Okay. Should we go here in? We gotta do something, right? Sure. Go ahead and do that. I wonder if I'm just picking up the Conqueror here. Probably. Okay. We swing. Go ahead and attack here. Conqueror. I don't think they can do much. Like, their deck's supposed to pop off. We're supposed to already be dead by now. Okay. Alright, we take it, guys.